basic question to me. Here we go. Ladies, you're in a relationship with a guy. Can a man check you because you went and got your hair cut and didn't say nothing to him?
Are you in a relationship or are you married?
You're in a relationship. You're not married.
I feel like if you're in a relationship, you need to marry.
All right, so thank y'all for tuning in again to Male Translations Podcast. You already know how we doing it, man. We got some folks here. We're going to chop it up on these issues. We're breaking down the difference of what men say and women hear. So right now, what we want to chop up, we really want to know, and also we want y'all to comment as well and be a part of the conversation is, can a woman chop her hair? The big chop, y'all know how it is. When a woman has long, luscious hair, she chops it off. She feels a certain way. Can she do that without asking her man or consenting her man? All right, let's talk about it. So, a lot of ladies, when we asked this question earlier, were saying, hey, it's dependent on if you are in a relationship or if you are married. Fellas, do you feel like that there should be a difference? First of all, no difference. Okay. Okay. So, from the men, ladies, we're saying, I agree with my guys here, that if a woman decides to cut her hair off, regardless if I'm not married to you, I'm not your husband, I at least want to be, considered in this. And if it's something that I disagree with, I want to know right now what y'all think of that. If I say I don't really care, what y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do it if he's just like, oh no, you're gonna look, you're like, it's not gonna look right. So
does a relationship status matter?
That matters to me that he is happy with how I look, and if I look, we can do something like go get a Jada Pinkett haircut,
right,
and I know he like ain't feeling that. So why would I even do that? So no.
Let me jump down because the ladies here was saying, well, if we not married, then. So where that come from?
I was asking if you were married, if you're not, because I mean, obviously if you're married, you're subjected to your husband, right? Mm-hmm. And then you obviously will have to communicate with him, like, hey, can I come here, whatever the case may be. But I mean, I get it, because I mean, obviously if you're in a relationship with somebody, how you met me is how you want me to be, obviously. So if you met me and I had black hair and I had,
So let me ask, where is the knee-jerk reaction from hearing? Oh, he's not my husband, so.
But no, I asked that in the beginning because I mean, obviously if you're married, you have to communicate with your husband about that. I mean, if you're in a relationship, I get it. It can still be the same thing. We're dating each other.
But for you saying they gotta be married.
Mm-hmm. No, I asked the question: were they married? Were you married, or were you like just in a relationship?
So marriage definitely.
She was just asking in general.
Married, you says definitely, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you're in a relationship, like I just said.
I don't know.
No, what I said was that if you're dating somebody, right, and if you met them, let's say I'm dating somebody, right, and I go out and I go on a date tomorrow, I have long hair. We're in a relationship, we're dating 6 months. I'm not going to cut my hair and just pop up because then if you don't like that, so okay, I met you, you had long, nice hair. But I was just asking earlier to see if you were in a relationship.
Your answer is?
So my answer is
married, yes, no.
No, relationship, both. I would say yes, both. Because if you're dating this person, then obviously they care about your appearance and how you look, so then obviously you want to keep them attracted to you. So why would I go and cut my hair if I know it's something like, oh, I don't like it anymore?
Communication is the same whether you're in a relationship versus or if you're married. It's the same.
Right.
You gotta
You're leading up to it.
I think it depends on how long you've been with that person and how you feel about them, how y'all feel about each other, how your relationship is going. Because if you're in a relationship,
how the relationship going?
yeah, because you may be in a relationship with this person and it ain't like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna
like dating occasionally or something.
Well, I'm just saying.
Means like dating occasionally.
Y'all on bad terms.
We ain't even got them bad terms. If y'all dating for 6 months and y'all ain't established, hey, we together, y'all just dating, because then again, everybody's definition of dating is different. Like at least a year, because everybody but what a date is different. So if a date isn't a relationship, then it's like, okay, you seeing who you seeing and we doing whatever. So it doesn't mean that I have to say, hey, I gotta check with you before I cut my hair.
Wow.
Notice, I need y'all to notice something. Me and Clarence talk about this all the time. Notice that when y'all say we have to establish whatever we are, notice that establishment, I don't know why this always happens, but it always seems like it comes from the lady, but you don't get to choose who you are to a man.
So glad you segued me into that. All right, so the reason that's so good, thank you, Pastor Dozier, is because it segued me into this. This topic has a bigger foundation than what's on the surface. Now, we're talking about hair and the chop and that, but what I'm really tapping into is that how important is this when it comes to your commitment to that man? So when it comes to, hey, a marriage, you already made a lifetime commitment, but before that, a man wants to know how committed you are in certain ways of considering him and things like this. And the reason why this is important is because when we think about men marrying a woman, what the Bible say, hey, well, man who finds a wife, that's a good thing, right? So what he's saying is, before I actually commit to you, I'm looking for signs that you have wife potential, how you consider me as a man, how you thinking about me, how you involving me in the major decisions in your life. But if it's like you ain't like, if you got that reaction, most likely you gonna lose the ring in that process. So I'm saying to myself, a lot of women that watch this may say, hey, well shoot, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. You need to. And all the while not even knowing how destructive they're being to their own future, because if they want to be a wife, how is a man going to see that in her when all he sees is, look, whatever, like, so I got this, I'm here, I'm me, I'm independent, I am woman, all of that, that's great, but is that what you want? Because if that is what you want, that's what you shall have. You shall have single, you shall have independence, you shall have lonely. Right. So